to touch on, let's start with the conversation last night, right? The first conversation that SK had with Dwayne, SK was really happy with the way Dwayne handled it.
Oh, no worries. I'm just getting my
he
clothes
felt
changed
like
at,
it was very open to
the clothing
change,
store real quick.
but there was frustration from SK because it was
I'll be there
evident
soon, okay?
that Dwayne didn't trust
Come on,
Lana.
please. In a bit. I'll be back.
And I think the whole kind of venom in the conversation came from, like, SK really wanted to give Lana the opportunity because he truly believes that she's actually going to be a very good candidate. But Dwayne and Lana don't see eye to eye, so this frustrated Sparky because it's like he just wants him to give her a chance, and it felt like he wasn't open to giving her a chance to Sparky. Yeah, this is the fit right here. But basically, the second conversation, SK agrees Lana didn't handle herself in the best way, but the reason why the SK switched his orientation on how he viewed it, because he agreed on the interview, right? He agreed to the interview process, and going into that second meeting with Lana, that's what he was backing. But Dwayne made it apparent within that meeting that the only reason interviews were going to be conducted was to make sure that the rest of the company didn't feel undervalued, which to SK was not being real. And to stay integral to SK's character, he is all about making sure he is 100% real and honest, and he isn't like some beating around the bush kind of guy. So the way that he saw it was that if Lana is at the advantage and Lana is going to pretty much get a position, which is what Dwayne was basically amending to when he said to her, "You're at the start." It's to Sparky at that point, he sees that as doing more wrong to the employees than just giving Lana the role, because you're giving them the opportunity to come in and then presenting the opportunity to somebody else. So then what Sparky then believed after that is that let's bring in Lana, doesn't have to be COO, could get her at creative director, just a role within the company, and let's still do the interviews for a bunch of other positions at the company. I think the problem was very fixated on the COO role, you know? And I don't know, it's SK was kind of in two minds about it. And there was definitely a point at the end where after the whole conversation happened with Lana, after she stormed out, I don't know if you know, but SK was outside the room when he was having the one-on-one conversation with Patar, and you wouldn't know this because you didn't see my POV, obviously. But the way that Dwayne carried himself in that conversation to Patar after the fact, and what he turned to, SK saw that, and then when he came back in, that's when the switch kind of went with SK, and he was like, look, because he was SK is the in meetings and in when like he's like conveying to people like volatile people such as Dwayne's character, right? The way that he carries himself is he just stays quiet. He will react to them the way that he knows that they want to be spoken to, so that they don't get too heated. But after that, when he came back in, it was just SK was on saying what he was going to say, and that's when SK made the comments of like, this label's not going to change until you change. You feel like it's the world against you when it's not. That was SK saying, look, brother, this is like trying to give him that wake-up call and be like, bro, here you go. Because SK right now, he said this to Patar after the fact, SK feels that Dwayne filters out the people around him who try and help him and better him by telling him where things could be done better and help him in that sense. And he attempts to remove those people from around him and surround himself with people who agree with what he's doing. So right now, the perspective of SK is that he's got a lot of people telling him yes around him, which he doesn't feel is being a good friend to him and being good people. And of course the artists on the label, of course the people on the label who work for him are gonna do that. He obviously people on the label are gonna do that because he is their superior and they want him to feel like good about everything. Rightly so, it makes sense, right? But SK is frustrated with that. and feels that someone as real as Dwayne, and SK knows Dwayne so well, so when he sees someone as real as Dwayne surrounding himself and trying to remove the people who are challenging him, and it's SK also does understand that being challenged like that and told things that need to be done with your company is a sad thing and a hard thing to hear. But the thing that SK wants him to understand is it's not just
SK.
yeah.
What you up to, dog?
Yeah, he understands that's hard to hear for Dwayne, but he wants Dwayne to know that it's not people just saying this, and this needs to be done and fucking off. It's people saying that and then helping.
This motherfucker's light skinned. I'm black. The fuck do you mean? Who's SK?
Like the new look, SK?
Fucking judged like that.
New look? I just put a jacket on. I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just switch it today. I'm gonna switch it
I mean, it's
today.
becoming October soon.
It's what?
It's becoming October.
Yeah, it's getting colder.
How do I know that
Yeah, it's
they didn't
getting
get
colder.
You're right.
Ooh, and you're wearing a mask, D.
Oh, no, bro. Trust me, I've been canceled. My CEO's been canceled. My boss.
Did you have a convo with Lana on the phone? Yeah, the conversation Lana had with Sparky on the phone afterwards was that if she wanted, if me, T, and Lana wanted to do something, she's there. But obviously, SK wouldn't do that.
This season is bad. it's bad. I'm telling you, it's bad.
Yeah.